Hello and welcome back to another episode of Women of NetSupport, where we're shining a spotlight on women in the company, their roles, achievements, and what they do. So I've got Emma with me today. Hey Emma, how are you?
Hello, I'm good, thank you. A little nervous, but good.
Well, don't be, because I'm sure you've got loads of great things to share. I'm good, yeah. I'm glad it was a bank holiday weekend for sure.
I know, and such lovely weather, so
makes a nice change, doesn't it? Definitely brightens it up. So before we dive into our chat today, would you mind just introducing yourself to our listeners and just sharing a little bit about your role and what kind of things it involves?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. So hi everyone, my name's Emma. I am the head of sales in the UK department here at NetSupport. I've been in the role for, worked for the company for about 8 years and been doing this role for sort of about 2 years now. I started as a customer service rep here. I used to speak lots to our existing business customers, a lot of them that are still customers now, which is just so funny. They're all like friends.
Yeah.
The more you get to know people.
Yeah, cool.
So my day-to-day responsibilities, apart from just overlooking the sales team, which is our new business team, our UK channel team, and our new, did I say new business or existing?
Well, you've said both now.
New channel. Covered.
Yeah.
I also look after some of our partners. So RM, which I think everyone's aware of, I work closely with them. I look at things like our analytics of what products are selling, where we're selling it, as well as keeping up with trends of things going on with schools, trying to keep as much information as possible for that and the corporate side. So yeah, a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah, lots of everything. And I guess from the time you've been here, you've kind of picked up a lot of those responsibilities as you've grown, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. So could you tell us just a little bit about who you are outside of NetSupport?
Sure. So outside of NetSupport, I am a massive animal lover. So I have got dogs, I've got chickens, I've got fish now as well.
I didn't know you had chickens. How did I not know that? That's amazing.
I do. And I love a pun name. So it's actually Cluckingham Palace is where my chickens live. We have Cluck Norris, Mrs. Tweedy, Scramble, and Princess Leia.
I think they all need their own Instagram, just like the chickens.
Yeah,
Cluckingham Palace.
Say it wasn't me that came up with it, but I'm too proud.
No, it's so good.
So I say massive animal lover, type of person that will probably say hello to a dog on a street before the owner, just because I'm fixated. I'm quite a foodie, so I like cooking. I like finding recipes online. My best thing about Instagram is like all the food inspo. And apart from that, I'm also go to the gym quite a lot to burn off.
Burn off all that food that you've made.
Yeah, that's pretty much me.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I can't believe I didn't know you had chickens. That's cool. Obviously, only about the dogs because they're gorgeous.
Yeah, no, I have to bring in the sales team a lot of the eggs.
Nice. Yeah, get the offloads out.
Yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit more about how you got into your role and what interested you in that area as well?
Sure. So I'm a sales manager. So before working here, I had a sales background. So I did a lot of business. I did some retail sales, working at some clothing stores where I did a lot more, face-to-face, in-person sales. What got me into it really was it was a complete sort of shock to me. I say I didn't have a massive technical background that I came from for. This is it. But it really, really interested me. So with sales, you kind of have skills that you can transfer to different sectors, and things like that. But the sales side for tech is really, really interesting. Everything's changing and evolving. And that's what made it a really sort of standout job for me here is you're keeping up with something that's going to always change. Everything's coming out, something new is happening. It was a really, really versatile job, which made it stand out to the rest of the places I've worked.
Brilliant. So what have your experiences been like working at a tech company? What have been some of the opportunities, benefits, but also challenges as well?
Sure. So I would say my main sort of experience I find is it's been really surprising. I think sometimes tech has a bit of a stigma to it that it might not be, you know, the cool, trendy subject at school, or you're going to be sat behind a PC all day, and it's completely wrong. I say it's changing all the time. So you're constantly sort of looking at new things, hearing about new stuff going on in schools and companies, which is, you know, it's nice. It's not, you know, you're selling the same thing or looking at the same product every day, you know.
Keeps it fresh.
Yeah, exactly. I'd say as well that, you know, we get to go to a lot of things like shows. Tech is used worldwide. So it's not a case of you're just sort of sat in an office. You've got so much variety in the role, which is just, as I say, so a salesperson or customer service person, that makes it really, really interesting.
Yeah, definitely. So I guess the only challenge that would come with all of that then, I guess, is that because it is always changing, there's always keeping on top of everything as well, isn't there? And having to
absolutely. But I'd say that the benefits of it really do make change, especially when we're looking at things like our school software. Obviously, we've all been to school, and I think we could all appreciate how much that software benefits. If, you know, when I was at school, if I had software that kept me more engaged and did a bit of collaborative working, like NetSupport School does, it would have been a lot more interesting for me. Provides a lot more variety. On top of that, you know, keep providing something that can keep students safe. A lot of schools now, you provide software that you'll go home with, whether that's an iPad or a Chromebook. We all know what's available online. So being able to have something that keeps children safe and being able to actually see it and talk about it, you get a lot more passion behind it as well.
Yeah, being able to actually see the benefits of what the tech does that you're selling is a big factor. Definitely. So my last question really is just, what would you suggest to someone who was interested in working in a tech company, or who was interested in, you know, being the head of sales, for example, having a role like yours?
I don't know if there's a lot of people lining up to be there. Sales managers,
I know. There might be one person watching us that's like, that is my dream job ever. How do I do it?
What I'd say is, if you're someone that's maybe out of school or wanting a career change, and you're someone that likes talking to people, likes engaging with people, likes thinking of, you know, problem solving, it's definitely something to explore more. Sales isn't something that you're taught, you know, in school. It's something that maybe more your personality traits will work with, which definitely do look at it and explore it. For anyone that's interested in tech, you know, even if that's a case of you just enjoyed your IT lessons at school, or you like understanding more about how certain things are working, again, explore it. A tech company is always growing and changing. There's so much you can do here. The good thing about working at a company like ours is, because everything is done in-house, you kind of get a little bit of everything, and it makes you feel really, really clever that you'll get to see, you know, how a software's idea is developed, tested, you know, and then even how it's showcased to new customers or existing with the marketing side. And then I say from us, we get the benefit of being able to talk to people about it and seeing how it's used. So, you know, something like a tech company like ours, it's quite nice that you'll get to do a little bit of everything as well at the same time. So yeah, I definitely say keep open-minded. It's not sat behind a computer. It's a really good job, really rewarding, and you'll learn a lot.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, there you go. Thank you so much, Emma. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on.
Thank you.